Right, my name is Cody Filling. I am majoring here in history and in political science. I have a certificate in international studies and a minor in psychology and the honors certificate. And I'm looking to graduate at the end of this semester, so that'll be spring 2017. So a lot of people think that history is just like a chronological timeline, you know, date, name, date, name, date, name, date, name, and event, you know, but it's not as simple as that. I mean, that's history, the concept, but history as a major is taking these dates and these names and these events and seeing how they apply to the modern world, because everything that exists now is actually a product of history. You know, woodworking for these tables, chair making, you know, the existence of universities, everything is a product of history. So what we do is we look at the past and we see how it has affected the present and how we can take the lessons and the causalities and all of this stuff that existed then and use it to sort of better form, if you're an activist, to use it to better form society as it exists now. With history, it's not exactly as is commonly believed. I mean, like, if you have a nursing degree, you tend to enter nursing. A teaching degree, you tend to be a teacher. With history, you can be a historian, absolutely, but you don't have to be a historian. And not every single person who walks out with a history degree is even interested in being a historian, him or herself, at least professionally. So what can you do with history? Well, you can absolutely use these skills. You can be a political analyst. You know, you can work for a campaign locally or nationally. You know, you can work in the 2020 campaign for whoever your favorite candidate is, and you can work for the government. A lot of people can end up being specialists for a particular region. If you study Middle Eastern history a lot, Middle Eastern history is really important to understanding the culture and the context that exists in that region. And that region is extremely important for U.S. foreign affairs. So the U.S. government is interested in people who understand how these different societies have been built and how they function at the present. So I entered IPFW as a secondary education major with social studies, and within social studies you have to have at least 3 concentrations, and 2 of those you choose and 1 of those has to be history. So I was going to take history classes anyway based on my entry major, and through the honors program, actually before Dr. Lifshitz became the official director of the honors program, she gave a lesson on the Olympics for honors freshman seminar, which was the week before the semester started. And right at the beginning of it, she asked, all right, now who in here likes history? And I was the single person who raised his hand, and there were maybe 30 of us, and there were 30 plus, I'm sure. It was a large number. And out of all of us, I was the single person to raise my hand. And immediately that's how my relationship with Dr. Lifshitz and the history department at large started. And then after that, within a week, her very successful propaganda campaign convinced me to become a history major. And through that, I have then explored what else the people in the liberal arts building have to offer. And from there, I branched into international studies, and then now I've branched into political science as well. And I've really found a home. I have joined the honors program, and through that I have gotten to be able to work here in the honors center, and I've also been able to present some of my papers at the undergraduate history conferences, which is one of the opportunities that the history department offers people who take their history classes. They really want us to be able to showcase what we do, and very soon I'll be showcasing my honors project, which is about the status of Holocaust and genocide education in the United States, and it is worse than you might think. Not the project, hopefully, but the status. Well, I recommend for the history students to take a variety of the different types of courses. I mean, we have medieval studies. There's a certificate in it, and we have classes on modern genocides. We have classes on Latin American revolutions. You can take classes on anything. We also have a Native American studies class that comes up. So I mean, you can really get stuff that you should be familiar with to function as a civil human being. I mean, you can take a shotgun approach, and then you get a really wide base of knowledge. Or if you already know what you want to do, instead of having that wide base of knowledge, which is extremely important, and I don't wish to diminish it, but if you can specialize just a little bit, maybe by doing the honors project available through the honors program, you can angle yourself towards what you want to do, and that can really help you down the road.